So anyway, so here's what you do. This is it. This is the 10-10-10 strategy to get to your first 10,000 subscribers. And I'll just tell you that by the time you get to 5,000 subscribers, you're going to be getting pitched left and right, and you're going to be enjoying some really nice conversion. So it's not like it's kind of like I'm telling you to work out for 10 months, but you're going to start seeing results a lot sooner than that. See what I'm saying? All right. Yeah. So you follow. Here's the 10-10-10. You follow 10 new accounts a day. They have to be like your ideal client, your ideal subscriber, or your ideal follower. Follow 10 new relevant accounts every day. Don't try to do 100. I learned the hard way. Like I said, I learned all this going like trial and error. Anyway, follow 10 new accounts a day that are relevant to you, to your niche, to your market. Like 10 things a day and comment on 10 things a day. So that's the 10-10-10. 10 comments, 10 likes, 10 follows every single day. Don't try to do more than that because you get like blocked out of Instagram as a spammer. Like you get really ambitious and I'm like, I'm just going to do 50 or 100, you know? No, you just get locked out. Anyway, so just keep it simple and be consistent. That's the most important key. So I want you to, here's the other thing, like the trick that worked for me was that the 10-10-10, and you want to update at least one time a day, ideally one to 3 times a day, every day, at least once a day minimum. Use up to 30 hashtags in every post, up to 30. But it has to be highly relevant to that post. So you don't want to necessarily use the same hashtags, the same 10 hashtags or 20 hashtags on everything you post. You want it to be extremely relevant. So like on—
It's easy to get lazy though. It's easy to get lazy and keep posting the same ones.
So that's where you use Evernote or Notepad or whatever you use on your phone, and you just have a set of different types of hashtags for different things. So if I'm eating a low carb dinner at a restaurant, my hashtags are going to be different than if I, make low carb dinner at home. So we have low carb kitchen, we have low carb restaurant, we have low carb anywhere, low carb dining, we have low carb cooking, so there are different sets of hashtags. Yes, I'm lazy too. So I'm all about, like I said, copy and paste. That's my best friend. So, that's what I do. I have sets of hashtags that are relevant to that specifically. So if I'm eating, hashtag meat and greens versus hashtag nuts and berries, you don't want to screw up and put the wrong hashtag on the wrong post, because that makes absolutely no sense and that ticks people off on Instagram. So use up to 30 hashtags per update, but they need to be highly relevant. Like the more specific, the better. So in addition to using a variety of highly relevant hashtags, and you find other people that are like you, accounts on the same topic, right? And you follow them. So you do, 10 follows a day, 10 comments a day. So you just want to do like maybe 10 at a time at the most, so you don't get flagged as a bot or a spammer. And then the other thing that I want to say is you click on your own hashtags. So, and you want to use a combination of some that are extremely like more broad and more competitive, and way more specific and way less competitive. Use a good mix of the two. Anyway, so you want to click on your own hashtags after you post an update and find other hashtags that are doing the same thing. So for example, some of the food I eat is considered a fat bomb. So let's say, for example, I'm having this peanut butter and cream cheese with chocolate syrup. How many times have you seen me eat that, right? Like, I give you 3 guesses what I had for breakfast. I have not posted it yet.
Strawberries. Is it walnuts or pecans that you have, or pecans? And cottage cheese.
Yeah, see, and I haven't even posted it yet, so that's great.
Because that's fine. But can I ask one question, like that, just so I don't lose track of the questions that are coming up as you're talking. And I think Jerry was probably referring to doing 10 likes, 10 comments, 10 follows. He's saying, should that be spread out over the day or all at once?
Totally up to you. Like for me, if I'm waiting in line, if I'm standing in line at McDonald's for my 3 sausage patties and 3 fried round eggs, please, which I also post a lot. If I'm standing in line and waiting for that, I'll like 10 things real quick. And then, an hour or 2 later, if I happen to be sitting out on the deck having a coffee, that's a good opportunity for me to follow a hashtag and follow 10 new accounts. So it's up to you. I do it in time blocks or in my downtime, like when you're waiting for water to boil, if you cook, that kind of thing.
When I wait for my kids at school, that's when I'm like, when
Click.
I'm early picking them up and I'm in the car. It's perfect time to do that stuff.
Do your 10 things. So here's the cool thing is right after you post something, like let's say, for example, I post my cream cheese and nut butter and chocolate syrup or whatever, and that's considered a fat bomb, and I use that hashtag. At that time, right then, after I post that, that's when I'll click that hashtag and like 10 accounts or that are about fat bombs, or comment on 10 posts that are hashtagged with fat bombs. Because when they go, they just recently posted that themselves, so it's highly relevant. I know that they obviously like fat bombs. There's some keto people who don't, you know, and I don't actually call them that. I just call it dinner. The peanut butter and cream cheese and stuff, that's a meal to me, but I know it's a popular hashtag, so I use it. Anyway, so
follow a hashtag. Kate is trying to clarify something. She just wrote follow a hashtag ? Did you
that's
say
a
that?
new feature within the last year that you can now, and you don't have so you can follow users and you can also follow hashtags, so that anything with that hashtag comes out in your content stream. So if you'll go and do a search, go to Writers of Instagram, go to hashtag Writers of Instagram on Instagram, and I think it only works on mobile. At the top of that page, you have a button, an option that says follow this hashtag. All of the posts that have Writers of Instagram, whether you're following those people or not, will now show up in your content stream. That is how important hashtags are.
I don't see that, but I will find out. Maybe I need to update my app or something. Or what's this? So yeah, I'll have to figure that out. That's good to know. I had no idea. And that must be how the spammers take advantage, and they follow it, and then they follow people or comment, which doesn't concern me. I just find it amusing that some people post the exact same comment on every single post. Thank you, great information. I love this. I'm like, yeah,
That's
right.
Yeah,
because I think they follow a hashtag and then they comment based on that, so it's all automated for them, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I get a lot of that too. So just ignore block user.
Yeah, whatever.
So anyway, following your own hashtag, and then, you know, finding other posts related to yours and like them or comment on them. If you actually have something to say, or you actually do like them, you click the heart or whatever. So liking and commenting a few times a day, or several times a week. It's a great, easy way to grow your following, grow your follower numbers, grow your following or whatever on Instagram. That is exactly how I got to my first 10,000 followers in less than 10 months in only 10 minutes a day. My 10-10-10 strategy.
Nice. Follow, comment,
like 10 things a day. That's it. And it doesn't take that long. It's so easy. It is the easiest platform to build on. All of your likes, follows, and comments need to be highly relevant, of course. That's really important. So people say it's hard, but it really is that simple. It really is. There's no tricks. I've not used any software, no automation.
I know you don't use it. I don't either. So that's what I like about it, is because I'm old school. I just use it the way it's provided.
Yes. So I'm not done, I'm just being consistent, just doing those 10 a day and not giving in, because I wanted those 10,000 followers.
Right.
And when you flash that kind of money and that kind of opportunity and that kind of clout, we'll say, in front of me like that, and I'm sitting there with 342 followers, which I thought was good, you get me motivated, right? So you start putting the dollar signs out there. So I was highly motivated. I wanted those 10,000 followers. And again, I go back and I will say, it took me 9.5 months to get my first 10,000 followers. What do you say? Was it worth it? Yeah. And then but once you hit 5,000, it really starts building on itself.
Right.
So
yes.
It becomes so much easier. But you just have to be consistent. It's not hard. It's just about being consistent. Go ahead.
First, also the thing about stories. I think that's amazing. I've been watching, I noticed it on someone else's story, and I didn't know what that magic number was where they could post a link where you swipe up or something, right? And then it goes to a link and you're able to do that. And it's 10,000 is that magic number as well.
From what I understand, and I haven't confirmed that with Google, but that's what I've been told, is you have to have 10,000 to be able to put a clickable link in a story. Now, I'm very strategic with those as well, the same way as following my own hashtags, so that the people, when I click on liking something of theirs and they go look at my profile, it's immediately something they're interested in, right? So being very strategic with that, this is important to me. So I have a very strategic approach also the same on any social network. Like whatever the last thing is I posted on Twitter, you know, if it's paleo recipes or if it's vegan recipes, the last thing I want to go do is start commenting on carnivore hashtags, you know, or if I just posted a big medium rare or let's say rare steak, the last thing I want to go do is start following vegan accounts. That gets people upset.